Today, beautiful people, we have two tanks to talk about, and the first one, well, this is the second one, but the first one is over here. This is called SZDV Vz, and the second one is this beast, 700 Alpha German heavy tank, a brand new tier 10 German heavy tank. Is making its way to the game, but let's start off with this SZDV Vz. This is a Czech tank destroyer, guys, with gun cooling mechanics. So, as Wargaming is officially saying about this tank as well, the first newcomer, they actually released information about those tanks quite some time ago. I just haven't covered it. But they say the first newcomer is the VZ50, a tier 8 Czechoslovakian tank destroyer. Its standard or standout feature is a double aiming system, similar to the Japanese Type 71 heavy tank line. So this is the first gun cooling mechanic on a tank destroyer as well. My question is, how far are we from the Czech tank destroyer tech tree, guys? That would be quite a neat thing to have now, when we have the SHPTK, when we have DBV, when we have SZDV Vz50 coming into the game as well. I think soon we can feel the tech tree with premium tanks or special tanks, right? So this could be a first hint at maybe upcoming tech tree line. I don't know, just guessing over here. But let's take a look. So 390 Alpha, by the way, it looks like a mix between WZ Chinese tank destroyers and the Polish like rifled guns as well, or however you call it. What they have, the Polish tank destroyers, kind of mix between those. No turret this time, so Czech tank destroyer with no turret as well over here. 390 Alpha, 252 pen, 294 with premium APCR. Standard round is AP. AG with 61 pen. Decent shell velocity numbers over here. 8.4 second reload time for 390 Alpha, guys. Aiming time 2 seconds. Good aiming time. Accuracy. Dispersion is 0.36. Now this is the base dispersion if you want to slap your gun as often as you are loaded. But if you want to get the best accuracy, 0.26 base accuracy when the gun is cooled down, you need to wait extra 1.6 seconds based on this reload at least. So basically it works like the Japanese heavy tanks with gun cool mechanic. 8 degrees of gun depression over here, 20 elevation. We have gun traverse limit 8 degrees left and right. Gun traverse speed 30 degrees per second and 45 shells it can carry as well. So plenty of shells. That definitely is plenty of shells, I would say. So top speed 38, 14, 14.5 power to weight ratio. Traverse is 35. Like, okay mobility. You can slap turbo on it or experimental turbo on it, and you definitely have plenty of mobility, I would say. Armoring, it has this slope on the hull. It has 165 armor value as well, so it could equal some bounces, especially when hull down using your 8 degrees of gun depression. For example, now we have camo 9.68, 5.93 when moving, 370 meter view range. View range could be an issue for sure, and it has commander, gunner, driver, and loader for crewman setup right over here. So, what do you think about this? Could this be a hint towards upcoming tech tree? Like when? Really? Honestly, when are we gonna see that? And this is once again how it looks like in the game. First screenshots right over here. So VZ50. Next tank we are going to talk about is Schwertwal, ladies and gentlemen. Schwertwal, which is pronounced like this, or typed like this and pronounced, I hope, even close to what I just said over here. And shout out to Vlad, Fayas Vlad in the chat, who pointed out that this tank has one very special feature for German tanks, ladies and gentlemen. Besides looking very beefy, besides having a weird name, and besides having a big gun. So this tank is 700 alpha damage. assault heavy tank with a turret that doesn't seem to have too many weak spots. But, you know, when we talk about the armor values and stuff like that, we need to see the armor model, how good the gun mantlet is, where that good armor is actually on the turret, and so on. But this is how the tank looks like, guys. And from this picture, you can see clearly the special thing that this tank has going on for it. And it is right over here. So, this Tier 10 German heavy tank has jet boosters right over here, and according to the leaks, according to some files, I don't know, nobody knows how accurate or you know, what the final version is going to be like if this tank comes out, how it comes out, when it comes out. Nobody knows that yet. And of course, keep in mind, everything is subject to change, of course. It has quite a bit different jet boost compared to the, let's say, BZ75, for example, you know, comparing it to the heavy tank. But as far as the stats goes, the gun seems to be kinda disgusting, just like BZ75's gun, guys. To be honest, over here, BZ75's gun is kinda disgusting. 700 alpha, it has more, so if we compare it to the E100, for example, it has 50 less alpha damage, but if we compare it to the BZ75, it has 50 more alpha damage. BZ75 has 650. It has 252 standard AP pen, it has 325 premium heat pen, and 85 with high explosive. But the shell velocity numbers are just awful. 800, 700, 700. That is awful. 18 second reload time, long reload time, 3.2 second aim time, bad aim time, accuracy is also bad, 0.44. But you know, this is what you can expect on a big gun as well, to be honest with you. 8 degrees of concentration and 50 shells. You are never going to run out of toes. Now, talking about the mobility, this is basically the bread and butter, or the uniqueness of this tank, where the uniqueness of this tank comes out, because at first, when I didn't even notice this has jet boosted engine, the mobility was, you know, flat out terrible, right? But the base mobility 30, 13, 11.1, 22 and 20. So absolutely nothing to shine over here. You know, special to talk about over here. But according to the leaks, guys, okay? Keep in mind, stuff is subject to change. It may end up being true, it may not end up being true. But the boost preparation time, 5 seconds. Boost recharge time, 10 seconds. So this is when you can use it again after you have used it already. Boost duration on this tank, 20 seconds, and number of charges, 3. So instead of 5, what we have on DZT medium tank, instead of 10-second boost time, what we have on BZ75, it will have 3 charges, but 20-second boost, according to the leaks. Now, this is good at the start of the battle, you know? Those type of boosts are no combat boosts, what you can use on BZ75, because if you use the boost, you cannot cancel it, right? Or at least you shouldn't be able to cancel it. And according to the files, I do not see the ability to cancel it either. So yeah, it could get you into very many weird and awkward situations, let's put it that way, if you accidentally use it, for example. Like BZ75 having 10-second boost time is already, you know, getting you into a tricky situations multiple times. But having 20-second and not able to, you know, close it or cancel it, it could definitely get you into tricky situations. But this is what the special feature of the tank looks like so far, under the mobility, plus 700 alpha as well. So total hit points 2300. That is, I guess, because of this special feature, the hit point pool is not that crazy good. Turret 280, 160 and 120, and this turret doesn't seem to have too many weak spots by itself. It's very slopey as well. Now the question is, how good is the gun mantlet? Maybe the gun mantlet is as weak as on, let's say, VKK or Panzer 7 that gets bent into the face. Super heavy that gets bent into the face. Turret side, you know, strong side as well, but doesn't help you from a flat out side shots anyway. Hull armor 180, 110 and 65. View range 390 meters, so view range is good. It has 5 crew members, commander, driver, radio operator, gunner and loader. So this is Schwertwal, ladies and gentlemen. Jet boosted German, can we call it super heavy tank? At least a heavy tank. Yeah, and jet boosters are visible over here as well, unless those are just 3D attachments basically. But yeah, you can see that the turret doesn't have too many weak spots, weak spot action over there. So hull down, it could be kind of a meme, kind of annoying tank to deal with, but we'll see, you know, time will tell. And what's your take on this tank? You like it? Looking forward to it? Jet boosted German heavy tank, 700 alpha as well, and also on this Czech version of Chrome, basically. You know, it looks like a Czech version of Chrome, in all honesty. And when we talk about this BZ75 comparison, BZ75, let's take a look. BZ75, like, what is the base gun handling? Oh, I have some equipment units on it as well, but BZ75 has the same gun operation. It has also kinda awful gun handling while having 650 alpha damage. Penetration numbers are roughly the same. The Schwertwal has a little bit more heat penetration over here. Base mobility in both cases, yep, is pretty sad, I would say so. This one has 6 charges for 10 seconds, and the Schwertwal, according to the leaks, has 3 charges and 20 seconds. So the same duration in total, just less charges with longer boosting. Would you rather prefer this type of jet boost or DZT? I personally, if I'm honest with you, I personally enjoy this type of boost the most, what the DZT has. Because you have 5-second boost. It is so much more fun to use the boost inside the combat. Flanking them, getting around the tank very fast, quick ramming action, and you know, it doesn't put you out of fight as well. It ends in 5 seconds and you did your trick, you did your job. This is why I actually quite enjoyed this tank right from the get-go. Anyway, let me know what you think about that. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'll catch you next time with something else. Stay awesome, stay sexy, take care, and bye!